Hi everyone, this is Dane, and I'm going to be doing a spirit guide message reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. All those good things that YouTube likes. So, thank you so very much for doing so. It helps this channel be seen by the YouTube algorithm. You guys are amazing. So, let's see what Spirit has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly, guide this reading, and show me clearly. So we have ourselves crowned by the Six of Cups. There's a connection with the past that's coming forward. It's a very nice one. It isn't as if like the past is rearing its ugly head. It's almost as well, it's not almost as if it's us connecting with what has once brought us great joy and great satisfaction and great beauty. Now, we can be afraid of not being able to replicate that perfectly or, not being able not being able to have that in our life as we are now. And Spirit's saying, do not let the fear take away the joy of what you are instilling into your world. So being aware of that is going to be very important. We then have the Tower. Okay, so we're going through a Tower time, an intensity, a change of way of seeing things. We could be going through a spiritual awakening. We then have the Knight of Cups. This is water sign energy, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. If we are water sign energy, if we have water sign energy in our chart, this is coming through very powerfully. We are going to see that emotional resilience really does come in after this Tower time, after we've been brought to our knees over something, after we start to see things in a whole new light, like our mind has been blown, and we start to see ourselves in a very different way. It brings us to the Five of Pentacles, which I love because we start to see ourselves in a very different way. We start to release a poverty mentality, a I can't be cause way of thinking, and we start to see ourselves as more prosperous, more bountiful, more abundant human beings. We stop being on the outside looking in. We start connecting, and we can build a community around us. We can build our wealth, our prosperity, what we value as much as money starts coming into play. And then we have the King of Swords. So be very, very mindful of intrusive negative thoughts coming in. Be very mindful of overthinking, overanalyzing, listening to somebody else's words and saying, well, they're an expert. They must know what they're talking about. Yeah, they do know what they're talking about, maybe, sure. But this is your life, and you get to be an expert in your life and your existence. So here with the King of Swords, be very aware of not letting other people's words overpower your truth. And by your truth, what Spirit is saying is overpower the way you know your story is going, the way you see yourself, the power of you and what you want to accomplish in your world. Because we can overthink, we can overanalyze, we can say, you know what, that person must be right, or this must be right, I must be wrong. And here, it's time to release that because we're releasing the negativity that has held us back, and we're starting to find ourselves. So if we are an air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, if we have that in our chart, just be mindful that we have a tendency to get in our own way. So be aware of that. With the Two of Pentacles, we're balancing a lot. We're seeing a lot. We're going to need to harmonize ourselves, firmly plant our feet on the ground and say, what is it that I desire? What is it that I want? And what lies have I been listening to, okay, that have been holding me back? There are two major things that we're going to be releasing during this time that have overwhelmed our heart, kept us from moving forward towards what we love. But we're also going to start to see, what do I really love? What do I really value? What do I really need in my life? Where do I want to be? And that is important here because we're connecting with our past and we're starting to see the foundation of our future. So let's see what Spirit has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Now, if you're interested in entering to receive a free reading, put a shamrock in the comment box below. A person will be chosen at random and announced on Sunday. So good luck to everyone. And you might want to turn on the notification bell because that announcement will come in a video. And so you want to know when that video is up. So if you turn that notification on, that would be very helpful. Let's see what Spirit has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Here we have evolve. We are going to see that during this time and during us starting to see ourselves and connect with ourselves again, we are evolving. We are stepping into a new way of being. We are seeing ourselves taking flight. We are seeing ourselves moving forward more towards what we love, what we desire, what we want in our world, who we are. But we're going to see ourselves transforming. And that is going to be a very powerful, very beautiful thing. But it's also going to be a little bit scary. So just be aware of that. Angels and spirit guides show me clearly. Our chakra message is grounding reverse. We do not feel like our roots are firmly planted in the ground. We kind of feel like we're up in the air, we're all over the place. So just knowing that we need to ground ourselves, we need to stabilize ourselves, we need to center ourselves. That is going to be a very important thing that we think, oh no, that's just silliness. Like, I don't need to do that. It's like, yes, you do. Yes, you do. Spirit's like, yes, you do. Let's see the energy we need to be mindful of. Angels and spirit guides show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. This is the Two of Pentacles. Yeah. So we have that we're balancing, we're harmonizing, we're seeing. The Two of Pentacles reverse is be mindful that we're going to try and take on too much. Be mindful that we're going to feel overwhelmed and then just shut down because it's too much. We can't do it. And so we're just going to stop everything. Our emotions can get the better of us. We can feel overwhelmed. And instead of saying, you know what, I'm going to slow down and I'm going to take care of me, we're going to say, you know what, I'm overwhelmed. I'm going to double down. And now I'm going to start giving myself projects and things that I need to do that I know will make me feel better, but will not let me heal. Okay. So just be aware of this because we're going to think, oh, I like this. I'm going to do this instead of saying, you know what, I'm overwhelmed. I need to slow down and I need to connect with my heart and what I love. The Six of Cups, being crowned by the Six of Cups during this time, we are crowned by our past. Now, this isn't reverse, so it's not the negativity of our past coming forward. It is we are crowned by things that we have loved, the things that are beautiful to us. It might make us a little bit melancholy. It might make us a little bit sad. You know, it all depends. But here with the Six of Cups, it's saying I am moving forward in what I love, and I'm seeing the things that I have loved from once upon a time, from the beginning of my story, and I'm bringing it forward into my present day. I'm honoring it. I'm honoring me, and I'm moving forward in love and compassion. The Tower, we have been through a tower time. We might have been going through a tower time since we were 16 years old. It's the number 16. 16 is the number of the tower in the major arcana. That comes through very strongly. It's since we were 16, 16 days, 16 weeks, 16 months, 16 years. Okay. The tower time has been intense. It has overwhelmed our emotions, but we are going to see that we see things very differently than we had originally seen them in. And with the Knight of Cups, we're moving forward towards what we love. And we're moving over those chaos of emotions to say, this is what I love. This is what is sacred to me. This is what I deeply value, deeply respect, deeply desire in my life. And this is how I'm moving forward. We're going back to, again, cornerstones of our childhood, cornerstones of whatever time was blissful and beautiful for us. And we're saying, now I'm moving forward in that. I'm taking that energy and I'm weaving it into the existence that I hold right now. Our heart chakra is going to be super important. We're going through a spiritual awakening. We can feel the world a lot more. So do be mindful about this, that the world can be a little bit more intense. It can be a little bit more powerful. It can be a little bit more, it can feel like it has sharp edges. I don't know how else to describe it, as it can feel like the world has sharp edges, and that the intensity of emotions, the intensity of all of this is just overwhelming and can completely overwhelm me and drown me. You know, that's what it feels like. But what we're seeing is we're rising out of that intensity of emotion into the power of ourselves, into the power of our healing, connecting with our heart chakra and moving out of part of this awakening that has happened with the tower is that we're moving out of a poverty mentality. We might have had to go through poverty, a lack of, less than times, hard times, really super hard times, especially for the last 5 years. Okay. And now we're going to see ourselves moving forward into so much more than we had ever imagined we could be, moving forward into what we love, into what we desire, into what we need, into a healing, knowing that there is always somebody right beside us. And if you're saying, Dane, there's not always somebody right beside me, I'm in this all by myself, there is a need for a sense of community that is going to be astoundingly important. But there is also a sense of knowing that your angels, your spirit guides are right there with you. You are never alone. You are never abandoned. We need to get out of our own head and we need to get out of our own way. We can hyperfixate, we can overanalyze, we can listen to all the experts, read all the books, but this is our life. And we have to see that for ourselves and honor that for ourselves. The King of Swords is a master of his craft, right? In the upright position, it is power, it is authority, it is power of voice, power of mind. We're doubting our voice, we're doubting our thoughts, we're doubting our authority in our own existence. Stop it. Stop giving your power over to somebody else. Claim it back. This is time. This is the time for us to claim ourselves. Embracing the throat chakra, meditations, of chanting, just listening to chants and chanting along can be highly beneficial to us. The Om Mani Padme Hum chant is beautiful for the throat chakra. It activates our thyroid. We can hum, we can sing. That is going to be a very good thing. We're also coming to terms with certain memories, certain ideas that we have had. We're releasing certain things and starting to see a new sense of what we love, a new sense of what we desire. We could have had dreams and think like, well, those dreams didn't come true, or that didn't happen the way that I thought, and there's the sense of now I'm a loser. And it's like, no, stop that. Stop that right now. Our life is about adaptability. It is about change. It's about holding dreams that might, serve a purpose or might have served a purpose that we didn't even know until we step back and look at it objectively instead of critically. And it brings us to this place of coming into balance, coming into harmony of ourselves. We need to firmly plant our feet on the ground. We need that grounding. That is so important, that grounding to the earth. Get outside, stand on the earth if you can. If you can't, if you can visualize standing on the earth or laying on the earth or sitting on the earth and just visualize that energy of the earth going into you, connecting with you. Birdsong, for whatever reason, right now is coming through very, very powerfully. So that's going to be a very powerful thing. The ocean can recharge us, okay? But there's something here with connecting with the tumult of the waves, the way the waves hit onto the rocks, they break and they release back into the sea. I don't know why that imagery is coming through so powerfully. It could be because we're bookended by it, right? But it's coming through so powerfully that there's almost a sense of this flexibility smacked into rigidity and then released and shattered and having to start again. And that, I think, is an allegory for what a lot of us have been through in our life and for ourselves. And we're going to see that we're releasing lies that we don't need to believe in, that don't define us. And we're finding our footing, we're finding our balance, we're finding our harmony. We are going to be balancing certain things, coming into certain prosperity, certain ideas that move us forward. And we're going to be releasing certain emotions again we're going to be releasing two things that do not need to be. And you know what? They were holding us back for just way too long. Our subconscious spirit message is magical reversed. We have stopped seeing the magic in ourselves, in our life, in existence. And it's time to start connecting with that magic again. It's time to start connecting with us. We have forgiveness reverse. We are not forgiving. We are not forgiving ourselves. We are not forgiving others, meaning that we are holding on to our hurt. We are holding on to our anger and saying, no, I'm living here. We might be doing it subconsciously, but it's like, no, I'm living here. And spirit is like, why? Why would you do that to yourself? It is time to embrace the beauty of you. It is time to connect with the heart chakra. And it's so funny that this got put over our heart chakra, over the cape of green. It is time for us to connect with our hearts and release the blockages in our heart chakra that have to do with forgiveness. It moves us then to the Chariot reverse. So this is the energy to be mindful of. The Chariot reversed is Cancer energy. So if we are Cancer, if we have Cancer in our chart, be mindful of that energy tripping us up or us getting in our own way. But this is just being flooded by emotion. This is the emotion running amok, amok, amok. So just be mindful about this because it overwhelms us. It holds us back. It keeps us from moving forward the way that our soul deeply, deeply, deeply wants us to. Because it's just like, well, now I'm just feeling everything. And there is no beauty. There's only the chaos that has been for the past like 16 years, right? There's only the tower times, the intense times, the way that I haven't been able to get my footing. Every time I think I've stabilized myself, I get knocked down. Those are the lies. Those are the lies that, yeah, okay, they have validity to them, but they are not your forever. And we are going to see ourselves being able to rein in our emotions. Now, we might need help reining in our emotions, right? Talking to somebody, taking supplements, exercising, doing things like that. We might, yeah, we might need help, but we are reining in our emotions and we are starting to see ourselves in a way that denotes power. Subconsciously, we have, 3 out of the 4 cards right now being reversed. We're being harsh on ourselves. So just know that subconsciously we have a tendency to embrace the King of Swords energy and just beat up on ourselves. We don't need to do that. Don't do that. And then we have a 4th reversed with the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups, again, water sign energy, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. If you are a water sign energy, okay, you are going to have a resistance to learning that's just coming forward. It's like, nope, I know it. Everybody's going to have a resistance to learning, a resistance to being a student of our hearts. If we are a water sign energy, we're just a little bit more intense, a little bit more emphatic with it. So just be aware of that. It's like the spices are a little bit extra in our dish. Be mindful that we need to connect with our inner child, and we need to connect with our inner child for the heart's healing. We're holding on to pains that we've held on to for too long. You can end this reading with the inner child meditation. Take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. See yourself as the adult you are now, holding your arms open to the child that you once were. Let that child run into your arms and scoop that kid up in the biggest hug. And tell them it is okay to feel emotions, big emotions, small emotions. Everything that you're feeling gets to be felt and gets to have validity in who you are. Your heart matters. Your emotions matter. What you love matters. Embracing love and moving forward in love is one of the most beautiful things you can do. And I am here always to listen to you, to your fears, to your joys, to what you love, to what excites you, to how you want your world to move forward in. I will always listen to you, and I will always validate how you feel, because your feelings matter. You matter. All right. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this time and of ourselves. And please note that this meditation and healing will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony. May blessings and prosperity always be with you. I love you all. God bless. Bye.